I've always been taught since I was a child that you value an individual not for how they've fallen, but how they get back up. And even though I had fallen many times in my life, this is the longest I've ever went down. I was 4 years old when I legally immigrated here with my mom. I lived in Miami, and I lived there for almost all of my young years. So I felt as I've already accomplished a lot in Miami, and I wanted to expand. So I came to Orlando in 2010 to expand my business. So on a Friday night, around 10:30 at night, I went to the convenience store right down the street and picked up myself a nice pizza and something to drink. And as I was walking back home at around 11 o'clock at night, I was held at gunpoint. There are no words to describe the feeling of a gun in your face. It still haunts me to today. I see the end of that barrel. All I can think of is, I want to live. What do you want? Just take whatever you need. It wasn't until after all the cops were gone and they gave me the police report, and I started thinking about everything that was taken. I don't have a driver's license, nor my social security. I don't have anything to identify myself. I don't have any cash on me. My credit cards are gone. The backpack that I carried with my stuff in it, it's gone. Everything, and I'm making a list and says, oh, I'll go Monday to the DMV and I got this. It's okay. Money, I don't care. I go to the bank, get some money out. I'm all right. It didn't take that much out of me. I canceled the credit cards right away. I wasn't really worried about anything that was stolen because everything is replaceable. The only thing that cannot be replaced is me. And I'm still standing. So come Monday morning, I go to the DMV, and to my demise, I hear that I have to resubmit my proof of identity in order to get a gold star on my driver's license. So with all that information, I went back home and I'm thinking, okay, so what's my next step? Because I'm basically on a catch-22. So the very next day, I went to the bank to withdraw some money. So I walked in, and while everybody is greeting me, went to the same clerk that I've always dealt with. She cannot access my account. I need 2 forms of ID. And even though they know me, they still need to enter those forms of IDs. So I explained what happened, and their hands are tied. Now I have no access to my bank account. So now I come to the realization that there are bills coming and I have no access to my money. I have the money to pay these bills, but I have no access to it. Moving forward a month, I've had to give up everything. Car and my townhouse. And I find myself standing in the parking lot where used to be my complex. I started walking direction to downtown Orlando. Still no idea of what I was going to do. So as I'm walking downtown, it dawns on me that my next step is to ask for help. And who better to ask for help than the very representatives of the city, the county. So I went to City Hall.
You know, I meet a lot of people, but interestingly, I do remember this encounter about 8 or 10 years ago. I was walking through the rotunda at City Hall, and there was a citizen there that was in a little bit of a distress, and it turned out I was able to give him a little help.
The mayor, the commissioner, and housing put their heads together. And one of them said, have you tried IDignity? Walking into IDignity was like night and day, where I had already visited several other institutes that they just simply couldn't help me. But here I find myself embraced by individuals, not 1, not 2, but 5 individuals listening to my story. And immediately they jumped into action to help me. So once they get a better understanding of my case, I am advised that it's going to take between 6 to 9 months for the immigration documentations be mailed out to me. I'd never been homeless before. So this experience was completely new to me. I slept in places I never thought I would actually sleep. From homeless shelters to airports to this very park that we stand today. So close to the 9 months, I went back to IDignity, and one of them said, "We've got something for you." So one of IDignity's representatives takes out a legal-size envelope, and in it is all the documents I need to get my driver's license. And thanks to IDignity, I now have a flourishing company I've had now for 8 years. I employ over 17 employees. I have 7 beautiful interns from local colleges. I have an office in Miami, a satellite office in New York. I represent major recording artists again. I do concerts locally in a beautiful place I call home.
It shouldn't be lost on people how important identification is. The good thing about IDignity is they have all the partners in place. So it's another great example of what we do well here in Orlando, which is partner and collaborate to meet the needs of our citizens.
An organization like IDignity needs people like you. They need your help to exist, to help individuals like me regain their identity, to regain their life. So I thank those previous to you, those who continue to help IDignity, and those who are willing to help IDignity today. Because without your help, without you, I wouldn't be standing here today with my ID. My name is Axel J. Somayan, and now I can prove it.